Hey guys, welcome back to Diecast Reviews. Something review on Kelly Beambright, who is the Clown VW Bug from the Cars on the Road Circus episode. She's the third clown car to be released for 2023 after Greebles, who was released actually in late 2022, and Claire Gunzer, who was released maybe a month or so ago, late March, early April is when I would say she was released, maybe more like mid-April, but Kelly is the third clown car to be released. Obviously, she's also in the same case as Road Rumbler McQueen here, and not shown on the package actually, Pistoposaurus. Surprising that he's not on the package, but they're in the same case. I believe that's case H. I think case H, case G, maybe. In case H, I'm pretty sure this is case H. Kelly Beambright, I think, is in case H. So, yeah, because I think it goes E is the case with Deputy Hazard McQueen. No, this is case G. Case F is then Disney 100, and case G is this. Yeah, I think that's how that works. E is Deputy Hazard. F is Disney 100 and Claire Gunzer, actually. And then this one, case G, Kelly Beambright, Pistoposaurus, and Road Rumbler McQueen there. But back to Kelly here. Really nice card work. I think the Cars on the Road card art is some of the best they've done, honestly. That some of the artwork for the Cars on the Road characters is really cool. I think it's, like I said, some of the best artwork they've done has come for these Cars on the Road characters. This one here, no exception. Great card art there for Kelly. Looks nice there. Obviously new for 2023. Cars on the Road. On the back, you've got some really cool stuff here on the back, I will admit. All these cars are new for the Cars on the Road. You've got May Peller de Rev, probably the more boring one. She was released case E. Yeah, case E. And then case F as well, with Claire Gunzer here. So these two were released, but all these cars have either appeared only in this case, or first appeared in this case, or appeared in a future case, like Road Rumbler McQueen here. Appeared in this case, like I've said. Cryptid Buster Mater appears in a later case. This pity actually here, there's not even from Cars on the Road. So there's a, get back to that. So you got the Dino Van here, looks really, really cool. Appears in a future case as well. Niles Speed, Conan, Adam Rodriguez, or Rodriguez, I'm pretty sure. So that'll be a pretty cool release. And this pity here is not even from Cars on the Road, which is funny because they put it in with a bunch of Cars on the Road characters, but he's from Cars 3. In the Demolition Derby, he's one of the pitties in the Demolition Derby, and he's the only new character that isn't from Cars on the Road that is being released by Mattel this year. All their new characters or new variations that they're releasing are from Cars on the Road. He's the only non-Cars on the Road new character, which is kind of interesting that he's the only one they chose. But there you go, and he makes his appearance on a Cars 3 card art. Or Cars on the Road card back. So interesting, but he will be released, I'm gonna guess, in one of the last cases of the year. But gonna be reviewed on this channel as well. So let's get Kelly out of the package. Took long enough to talk about everything and what case she's in and everybody on the back, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for Kelly herself. So here she is. Here is Kelly out of the package, and she looks great. She looks fantastic. So let's just get right into the review. She actually looks a little bit different from the other two clowns we have so far, so it's cool. So let's just get into the review. Nice expression. I do like it. The smile is great. There you can see. So you've got the red nose. You've got the kind of clown lipstick there, and a nice big wide smile there. The eyes are a little bit. I think they could have done a bit more on the eyes. Made it a little bit interesting. Made the expression a little bit more interesting with the eyes, but other than that, I think it looks great. The nose is pretty cool as well. We'll compare it to Greebles' nose in a bit. There's the hood. Nothing much, just a little kind of stripe there. Obviously got the front bumper, and there's the headlights. We go on to the side. We've got a pretty cool kind of design. Obviously very similar to the designs of the other clowns, but a little bit unique in its own way here with this kind of red part. On the bottom, that is a design that has not been featured on the other two clowns. I'll show that in a bit, but kind of cool, interesting there. Red design. The purple kind of wave here has been on every single clown in some sort of capacity. And obviously, the color of the clown as well, of Kelly here, it's more yellowish. All the other clowns, both the other clowns have been kind of pinkish. So there's something as well, a bit different there. I really like the rims. The orange rims look great. Yeah, they look fantastic. Get here into the back, obviously. You can see a bit more kind of designs there, orange and pink there in the back. That is a very, very blurry Thailand license plate. CO6DW, I think, is what it says, but yeah, I think it's CO6DEW. Very interesting. But there you go. There's the license plate. You've got obviously a bit more of the orange kind of design here. You've got the pink stripe there, and then a kind of like orange-ish stripe there as well. Hard for me to describe, but there you go. And then this side here is the same as the other side. Nothing special about this one. The roof, though, very cool. You've got these kind of hearts almost floating up top. I mean, they kind of look like hearts. Like, that looks a bit like a heart, and that looks a bit like a heart. So is that one. These kind of look more like egg style or egg shape. Almost like a half heart, half egg. They're very reminiscent of what was on Claire Gunzer right here. You can see she's got, you know, kind of, I mean, polka dots. They kind of look like Easter eggs to me. Like literal Easter eggs. So you can see there's a kind of a bit of a comparison there, kind of similarity, but obviously these have like a purplish outline. These don't have any outlines. So I don't know, kind of interesting, but there you go. And then you've got kind of the classic design all the clown cars have: one stripe, another stripe, a second stripe, red, orange, purple for Kelly there. So very interesting. Even as in terms of clowns, it's a very unique car. We'll compare it to the other two clowns. Like I said, here is Greebles. Obviously, she's the smallest one we have gotten so far. There's Greebles. I mean, the nose there. You can see, I think it's actually the same size, which is interesting because Greebles is much larger than Kelly, but they have the same size nose. You know, proportionally, right? I think Greebles' nose, honestly, I think Mattel made it a bit too small. I don't know if Mattel made it too small, if Disney animated it too small, but in reality, right, if you're going by proportional sizes for their noses, Greebles' nose should be larger than Kelly's. But you can see they're the same size, or unless they're all, you know, wearing a one size nose, and they're all wearing the same kind of smallish nose, so it fits cars like Kelly a little bit better than Greebles. But obviously Claire doesn't even have a nose there. But there you can see, kind of just looking from the head-on view, you can see that Claire and Greebles are a little bit more pink in the back than Kelly. As we go to the side here, you can see some of the similar designs I was talking about with kind of those swoops on the side. The swoops on the side, they're kind of similar on all three. The backs are wildly different on all three, though. You've got the Easter eggs on Claire. It's in kind of an orangish back for Kelly, and then Greebles has a very pink back with those stripes. And the roof is one area where they're all very similar in. Like I said, they've all kind of got those, you know, stripes there on the roof. They're all very similar. You can see, I don't even know how to describe it, like a curving kind of half stripe there. All curves right there. That stripe is very similar on all three of them. So there's one similarity amongst the three clowns, but they're all very different, and I'm glad that they are. You know, they're all unique in their own way. They've all got something special about them. You know, just so it's not the same kind of design pasted on a bunch of different cars. It's a bunch of different, you know, different unique designs on a bunch of different unique cars. I think that's pretty cool. Though we are probably not getting another clown in the singles this year. The poster has obviously been revealed for this year, and we're not getting another clown car in the singles line. Of course, we are most likely getting the Suki clown repaint in a 2-pack. So that's like our 4th clown of the year. So it looks like we're going to end 2023 with 4 clowns. Not bad. The Suki clown looks to be, you know, another unique kind of casting, or not casting, but unique design. Obviously, it's a Suki repaint, which has been used by Mattel way too often, released way too often by Mattel in the form of Shizaki and Harumi. But I fully expect Mattel to continue, obviously, with the clowns in 2024, and I would expect them to even maybe finish the clowns in 2024 because they're really hitting out these clowns hard here. early on, obviously. Greebles, Claire Gunzer, Kelly Beambright, and now the Suki repaint. But obviously, Kelly is a VW bug, so let's compare her to some of the VW bug models we've gotten in the past. This one's just to show you the size difference. Here's a Royce Revsley, obviously a Salt Flats racer, also from Cars on the Road. He's kind of a VW bug, but he's a much bigger VW bug. Also kind of a modified VW bug. But there you go. Now for the VW bugs, are actually the same size as Kelly. Obviously, we've got two. One from Cars 2, one from Cars 3. We've got Cruz Becerro from Cars 2, Carlo Veloso's crew chief, and Xanadu bumpers from Cars 3. The cotter pin visitor. I think Xanadu here is actually a bit of an underrated release. I don't know. I feel like most of the cotter pin cars are kind of unrelated because they're kind of plain, or just plain normal cars. I feel like those sometimes tend to get overshadowed, especially because I think he was in a case full of a bunch of other new characters. He may have even been in the Steve Herschel case, so that would have definitely overshadowed him. So I think he's a bit of an underrated release. Cruz Basora, I would say the same. I think a lot of the WGP stuff is actually overrated, or underrated. Sorry, not overrated. I think the WGP stuff is underrated because it's from Cars 2. So Cruz Basoro, I would say, would be underrated, but I think he's been one of the more released Cars 2 crew chiefs. So not really, but I'd still say he's pretty underrated as far as diecasts go. He's pretty cool as well. But anyways, we're not here to talk about them. We're here to compare them to Kelly Beambrights here. So I'll start off with Cruz Becerra because he was the first one released. Obviously, he is from China. She's from Thailand. So there's going to be a bit of a difference here. Obviously, he also has the mouth plate. You can see there. This was, I think, a 2013 release. I don't know, 2015 maybe. But when he was first released back in 2012, he had the mouth plate. Or 2011, I think. He had the mouth plate, and they never changed that for his 2015 release, which I guess that looks to be one. But I think he's a bit of a different model as well. If you look at the base here, you can see the spoilers, or the bumpers. You can see the way they're attached here. A bit more narrow than Kelly's bumper there is attached a bit wider out. And you can also see on the back here the exhaust pipes there. I mean, look at the gap there. And then you can see that these are all part of one plastic piece. You can barely see the exhaust pipes right there. So they are a different model. I think that's expected as they went from China to Thailand. And you can also see here on the back, probably the most noticeable, the windows, the back rear view window is different. You've got kind of a narrow window here. This one's a little less, not narrow, a little more elongated. This one's a little bit less elongated, more higher, I guess. So there's a bit of a difference there. So these are different models, but I would attribute that mainly to the fact that they went from China to Thailand. So I think might have been some, tool remakes because they're very, very similar. You can see all the dents and stuff, all the imprints are in the same spot. So they're very, very similar. Anyways, but here, Xanadu is from Thailand. And just slight differences, and that's on the base. And I think this may have been to cut costs. You can see obviously this plastic bumper is quite big, right? This plastic bumper here is a lot smaller. And same here on the back here, this plastic bumper is a lot smaller than this plastic bumper. But now, on the side here, you can see that this kind of plastic piece right here, which is all part of the bumper, by the way, that's all the same piece right there inside, goes out a little, the base is a little bit different there, a bit narrower. That plastic piece goes out way, don't know if you heard that, that was a siren, I apologize. From like an ambulance or a fire truck or something. Yeah, you can see that plastic piece there goes way out. And then there's really no plastic piece on Xanadu here. Again, I think that was to cut costs, because other than that, they're very, very similar. Like I said, the same imprints and stuff, same rear view mirror here even. Although Xanadu may have a Bit of a bigger rearview mirror, actually. But I think they're the same casting, just another slight change to cut costs. But obviously, Kelly here, Xanadu, and Cruz, all very, very similar VW bugs. Let me know which one you guys like the most. I think I have to like Kelly, probably the most, like I said, unique out of all three. But I think both of the other VW bugs are very underrated releases in the Cars world. Cars from Xanadu here and Cruz. But yeah, Kelly's my favorite VW bug release so far. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. So I'll put up a picture of where Kelly appeared in the movie, or in the short. I think there was another VW bug too. I wonder if that one's gonna get released because it's very similar to Kelly. I mean, just repaint Kelly and release him or her. It would not be that hard for her, for Mattel, but it'd be a brand new character. So they might do it. Like I said, next year in 2024, I fully expect them to finish the clowns, or at least get very close to finishing the clowns. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of Kelly Beambright, and let me know what your favorite clown is so far. For me, it's really between Kelly and Greebles. I really like Greebles. I like the fact that they brought the Gremlins back, and Greebles is a very cool release. Kelly, very unique paint job compared to the other clowns at least, and I like the VW bug. Claire, I mean, I still really like Claire. I really like the clowns, all three of them, but a bit more boring just the fact that she's a minivan. So let me know what you guys think of Kelly and how she would compare her to the other clowns down in the comments below. This video has been longer than normal, so I apologize for that. But I hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. Hit that like button, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.